Hey, Mike and Steph, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Thank you. We're about to start live.
Let me go put my hearing aid.
Okay.
You can call the meeting into order.
Okay. I'd like to call this meeting of the North Miami Planning Commission for this October the 6th, 2020. Call to order. Can we have a roll call, please?
Yes. Chairman Charles Ernst, he's excused from the meeting. Commissioner Howard Tonkin.
Here.
Here. Commissioner Bob Patron.
I'm here.
Commissioner Michael McDermott.
Here.
Commissioner Milton Goodwin.
Present.
Commissioner Bernadette Pierre. Commissioner Kenny Each.
I'm here.
We have a quorum.
Okay. Is there any amendments to the agenda?
No, sir.
Okay. Can we have a motion to approve the minutes of September the 1st?
Mike, I would only make one change to it. On page 2, the first resolution,
Right.
when you go to the last line, it says the item passed, but it's an incomplete statement. It's got something to 0. That just needs to be corrected.
Okay. Marlene, would you make a note of that, please?
0920.
Mm-hmm. It should be 7-0.
7-0. Okay. All right. With that amendment, do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion passes. Do we have any communications?
No, sir.
Okay. We don't have any continued public hearings, so we're going to move right into PC 1220. And this is in reference to the community development block grants. I guess we're going to turn it over to staff at this point for their reports. Marie, I guess you're up.
You need to read the title, Mr. Chair.
I'm sorry, Gary's holding his hand up. I'm sorry, Gary.
Either before or after you read the title, I have the notice that I read about the virtual meeting procedures. So if you want to go ahead and read the title, that's fine.
Okay.
Commissioner McDermott, before we do that, can I just acknowledge that Commissioner Clark has joined us?
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yes, Gary, do you want to read it now? Before we read the resolution?
Yes, that's fine.
Mr. McDermott, you need to read the title first, and then Mr. Held will go after you read the title.
Okay. All right. This is PC 1220, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, approving the award of fiscal year 2020 to 2021 Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, funds to not-for-profit community-based organizations, CBOs, as required by 24 CFR 570-201E, and providing for an effective date and for all other purposes.
Okay, Mr. Chair. And just to clarify, the first item under this resolution title would not be required because this is not a quasi-judicial item. Okay. So if everybody can hear me, I'll proceed. The North Miami City Council has adopted by resolution virtual meeting procedures for the conduct of public hearings during the coronavirus pandemic and other public emergencies. they provide, and as stated in the public notice for this meeting, members of the public are invited to attend the virtual public hearing and provide oral or written comments on the matter. Comments, which must include your full name and address, may be provided in advance of the hearing via telephone at 305-895-9803 or by sending an email to publiccomment@northmiamifl.gov. Comments received by 10 a.m. October 6, 2020 will be read into the record during the hearing. Comments received after the deadline will become part of the record, but will not be read during the hearing. At this hearing, staff will make a presentation. All the applicant videos will be shown. The board can ask questions of the applicants. Public comment can be had first by staff reading previously submitted comments, and then individuals making live comments, and the board will deliberate and make a decision. Persons raising their hand using the GoToMeeting software within 1 minute following the announcement of the opening of the public hearing will be called upon by the meeting chair. Each person will be given 2 minutes to state their name and address and make their comments. Cross-examination is allowed by staff, and the board or commission. The public hearing will then be closed, and the board or commission will then deliberate the matter and reach a decision, which may include approval with conditions, denial, or continuance. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Held. Mr. Chair?
Yes. We should proceed with the videos.
Yes,
Staff,
sir. Yes, sir. We have to do a staff report, sir. For the record, Debbie Love, City Planner, Community Planning and Development Department. This item is through our Housing and Social Services Department. Marie Jean-France should be making a presentation, and I'll turn it over to Marie.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Marie France Jean Ferrens, Housing and Social Services House Assistant Director. Staff is requesting that the Planning Commission Board review the proposal packages. Y'all can hear me?
Yes. We can.
there's some echo going on. Maybe that dialed in at the same time as you're on the video and it's picking up both. I'm guessing.
Go ahead, Marie, try it again.
Staff is requesting that the Planning Commission Board review the proposal packages along with short review presentations submitted by the community-based organization CBO for fiscal year 2020-2021, the CDBG funding, assess the evaluation committee recommendations, and provide input in concurrence prior to forwarding to City Council for final consideration. The city is an entitlement city. The city of North Miami is an entitlement jurisdiction that receive yearly allocation from the U.S. Department HUD to assist with housing community service. 15% of the total allocation every year must set aside for public service. Given the demand of what happened this year, we advertised $150,030, which is 50% of the allocation towards public service. Because of the demand, staff has increased the allocation to public services to $130,430. 13 CBOs responded to the RFP, with requests totaling $280,946. Out of the 13 applications received, the committee recommends funding to 9 organizations. The committee included staff from Community Planning and Development, Personnel Department, Code Compliance, Library, and Public Works Departments. Each proposal was evaluated on the following criteria. Project is eligible and meets all 3 broad CDBG national objectives. Principally, benefits low to moderate income persons, prevents or eliminates slum and blight, addresses an urgent need or problem into the community. The project fits into the community priorities set out by the City of North Miami fiscal year 2020-2024 consolidated plan. Prior experience with CDBG related activities and prior experience with other grant program improvement record carrying out similar projects in the community. The table attached provides information regarding the CBO with their name, address, and brief description of each proposed activity and the amount of funding requested. In addition, the table includes funding recommendations by the committee. Based on the Evaluations Committee review and assessment, staff requests that the Planning Commissions review the proposal and the video clips submitted by each organization and accept their recommendations. We are ready for the video for your review. If you have any questions, we have members of the community base that which are invited that you may ask questions and inquire in the event that you may need to do so.
As a reminder, we're going to play all of the videos, and then after that, Planning Commission can ask questions. And as Marie said, some of the folks are here to be able to answer some of those questions for you. We're going to go ahead and start the video.
The little sound bar thing at the top. I can't see it.
It's straight.
Avenues of Excellence was started in 2009. We are a dedicated social protocol professional development company. We do most of our trainings out of the Ritz-Carlton, Fort Lauderdale, and the Coral Gables. Fast forward to 2016, working with Robert Baker, who is now our lead zone instructor as well as our creative designer. We launched our table in line. That just seemed to work after training for over a decade on etiquette and social protocol. We developed our line.
Is it just me or is the audio on this bad?
The audio is checked.
Said, you know what? We're going to teach people how to say.
Debbie?
Marie, we're having a problem with the audio.
And for adults and for kids, and we're going to get them skilled.
Debbie?
What was that?
We're having a problem with the audio.
The audio is a problem.
If you don't hear it at all?
No, it's very tinny. We really can't understand.
See if you can turn it up. Volume up.
The volume's up. Can everyone mute themselves for us, and we'll try to see if that helps?
Yeah, everybody please mute themselves. Repeat, Mike.
The City of North Miami Community Development Block Grant. We're so grateful, and it works. You know, it works. For adults, our hope is that one day we're going to be able to not only continue to train adults how to sew, but hire them place of employment, so that those that have personal challenges that necessarily don't have the normal fit work work say they can come and work for us. But in the meantime, we're teaching adults how to sew. We're giving them a skill set, teaching them reading skills, teaching them math skills, how to measure the thread, to measure the fabric. Children, it's just phenomenal. There was a sense of mindfulness, calmness, because we allow them to focus. We give them breathing exercises before they start their sewing techniques. They learn embroidery, they learn hand-sewn stitching, they get introductory lessons.
I have no idea what's being said. I have no idea what's being said.
We started all at the Church of North Miami, moved it to.
Okay, so that didn't help?
No, it could be that their presentation from their end. Let's see how the second one goes. I could understand some of what they were saying, but not everything. But it could be their recording on their end.
Mike, I didn't understand a thing.
I understood a little bit, but
We're gonna try to see if the next presentation on the video is any clearer. So I'm gonna let this one play through. Please bear with us.
Okay.
The North Miami Library will be picked up a lot. You know what? COVID-19 hit. We thought it was going to take us out, and it didn't. We shifted everything online, Zoom, website, everything. And you know what? It works, and it's going to continue to work. Houses of Excellence and our community song classes in the city of North Miami. It's beautiful.
It sounds as though you are holding a phone up to your computer speaker. It's really bad.
Okay.
And I just looked on TV and it's the same, and I looked on the website, it's the same. It's really bad.
All right, let's try this. Look at this one and see if we have the same issue. Marie, Debbie?
Yes, Mike.
I said, let's try this next presentation, see if we have the same.
Okay. Yeah, the thing is that the sound here is actually coming through our computer. So what you're hearing is our computer through here, because we're sharing our screen. So that's one of the reasons why it probably sounds a little tinny to you.
Yes, because when I watch them myself, the sound is fine. When I just went onto YouTube.
Yeah, that's the problem that we're having, is because it is coming through. Where is the speaker for that? I would move that closer to. Okay. Let's try that again and see if that helps a little bit. You skipped one. You skipped one. Hold on a second. We're going to go back one. We skipped one.
Are you able to hear this one?
I haven't heard it yet. It was like in slow motion, so try to get it.
Oh. All right.
I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, I'm not. Nor am I. I'm not hearing anything.
Did everyone watch the videos?
Yes.
Commissioners, did all of you watch the videos?
Yes.
I watched.
Yeah.
I watched all. I think that there was one that I wasn't able to open.
Same with me.
Okay, which one was that, sir?
Elderly citizens.
The what? I'm sorry.
Elderly citizens. Unable to be open.
Yes, that was the same one. I don't know if there was a timer or something, but it didn't open up.
And I'm sorry,
Opening
Melvin,
up
which
on our
one?
end.
She's also online.
Which one was not able to open?
Hello, my name is Debbie Kleinberg, and I'm the Executive Director of the North Miami Foundation for Senior Citizen Services. The North Miami Foundation is probably one of the oldest social service agencies in North Miami, founded in 1974 by a group of civic activists who saw needs among the elderly and wanted to find ways to assist. Our services include screening, assessment, and counseling by a trained social work staff, transportation to the grocery store, homemaker, volunteer services, and home-delivered meals. Many struggle daily with food insecurity, which is not having reliable access to nutritious or sufficient quantity of food. Food insecurity can cause or aggravate health conditions and result in malnutrition or even death. It's estimated that 23% of seniors in Miami-Dade County suffer from food insecurity.
I can't hear anything at all of this video.
Debbie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the videos don't appear to be working.
Yeah, the videos,
No, we need to
videos
make
aren't working. Go
it. Can you,
ahead, Gary.
are the videos stopped at this point? Please stop the video.
Yep.
Okay. We need to have the board make a decision as to whether they can proceed based upon having individually viewed the videos. And we'll see if we have public comment either in advance or live. They may have questions for applicants who are here virtually. And then we just proceed that way.
Yeah, I think at this point, we just need to move on to the Q&A. Because this video is definitely not working as we thought it should. Because we're getting way too much feedback and we're not, hearing.
Is there any objection from any, excuse me, is there any objection from any of the board members present to moving on to the Q&A part of this meeting?
What's going on with the audio?
I don't know.
That might be feedback in the staff room. Just guessing. Do we have
We have no idea why it's not working, sir.
do we have an IT person around?
We're going to reach out to our IT folks.
Maybe we could have set aside some of this money to go to an IT department. This is like really.
Right.
I'm besides myself.
Despite the feedback that we're hearing, we should, all the board members should respond to Mr. McDermott's question as to whether it is okay to proceed at this point?
Actually, no. I think we should stop. We should have this set up properly because it is aired, and other people are watching, and it doesn't bode well for us to just make decisions without the entire community being able to see what we're making decisions on.
Council.
I didn't,
Gary?
Mike,
Gary, should we perhaps reschedule this so that we can get proper IT involved in this so that we can get proper meeting?
In order
So we
to,
are working on that right now.
okay, in order to properly respond, I would want to hear from staff on the effect of moving this to another meeting, because there's probably a city council meeting scheduled that follows this meeting, and there's a whole, schedule of funding disbursement that's based upon this meeting, the next meeting, and other deadlines. So,
Well, the next council meeting is next Tuesday. So if we wanted to do something, for instance, on a Monday, if we could get all of these videos in proper order and working properly, if everyone wanted to meet on a Monday afternoon, we could certainly do that.
No, sir, we will not be able to do that because we would have to re-advertise the meeting. So if we.
Oh, that's right.
A few minutes. If we need to be patient, can we be patient a few minutes and let IT take a look at this?
Absolutely.
And see, because this is so different. So let's let IT take a quick look and see if they can address the issue for us, okay?
All right. Okay.
right, one of the issues.
Thank you.
Thank that very much. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate your patience. Sorry about
well,
that.
there's so much, Gary, there's so much feedback coming over right now. Everything's being said. This isn't working right now. You're muted. There
Staff
you go.
just turned off their microphone and I don't hear any feedback anymore. So if staff can keep their microphone off only when they're speaking, maybe the board can have a conversation about this without the feedback. And I understand the need for transparency and public disclosure, but the entire agenda package has been online and all we're talking about are the video presentations. And it may be that the board can actually have a fair deliberation. And if we need to hear from applicants that are present virtually, we can proceed with that. But I think we need to do what we can to move the meeting along and see how far we get.
Look, to be candid, if you sent the video packets out, I didn't see it. I didn't get a video packet prior to the meeting. Or I didn't see a video packet prior to the meeting.
Yeah, there was one. Yes.
I admit that I'm assuming there was. I didn't see it.
Okay, Mr. Prashant, do you feel that you need to view the videos in order to make a decision on the allocation that's being asked of you?
Unless we're going to have presentations from each of the applicants, I think yes. Debbie, turn your mic off. Thank you. Unless we're going to hear presentations from the applicants. I mean, I brought that up when we did this, when we first brought this up, that lent some flavor to this whole process. We were giving away a lot of money, and we're giving money to people that I like to see what they're doing. I've read what's been sent over. I've gone to all the websites for all of the companies where such a website existed. And I've done all the research I could. I did not see the video packet. But unless we're going to have the presentation from each of the applicants, I don't think so, because I've got a lot of questions that are probably explained in their presentation.
Debbie?
Yes, sir.
Was this, the findings of today's meeting, scheduled to go before city council next Tuesday?
Marie, I'll leave that, that's Marie. Marie, when is this scheduled to go to city council?
Be scheduled to go to the city council the following meeting, the following council meeting.
The one coming up coming to,
No, not the following one, because we have to have a gap in between, you know, the
well,
first.
if-
27?
Yes,
Debbie, if this is not scheduled till the fourth Tuesday of this month, we do have time to renotice. And it appears that with everything being said, we need to schedule this meeting.
So just to be clear, we're talking about the 27th? They would be the council.
27th, the city council.
Yes, it would be-
27th, the city council.
Right, so we do have to renotice and reschedule this meeting to correct the issues that we had before. So with everybody's, somebody a text, excuse me, somebody sent me a text that they can't get onto the meeting. So I think we're having multiple problems, not only within what we're dealing with, but also from outside of people can't even get on. So I think that we should reschedule this meeting to make sure that people can get on from the outside and that we can understand and view the presentations.
We didn't watch the president.
Debbie?
Just a second, go ahead.
So,
Mike, hold on just a second, sir. We have somebody from IT coming. But alternatively, so just bear with us just one quick second, okay?
okay.
Alternatively, what we would do is we could have Marie prepare a new notice, because if we put it to the paper, have it in the paper by Friday, that would allow us to meet on the 20th, which is 2 weeks.
All right. How is everybody's schedule for the 20th?
But let's see if we can fix this first, okay?
Well, apparently people can't get on from the outside.
You have a lot of people on the phone.
Is that what it is?
Could be. Can you send me that? No, email.
Give us about 5 minutes here. Can we do a little recess for 5 minutes, please?
Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
sir.
I'll tell you what. Just give you proper time. I'm moving to take a 10-minute recess.
Thank you, sir.
Just let me see it.
Debbie, in the interim, turn off your microphone, please.
ACH. There you go.
Can you turn?
Mike, I can- I'm available on the 20th.
Okay. I'm available on the 20th as well.
Just for the record, if we're on a recess, we shouldn't be having board conversations. So either we're on a recess or we're not.
Okay.
I apologize for that, but I'm protecting everybody here.
Okay. No, we appreciate that, Gary. That's why we value you.
I recommend everybody turn off your microphone.
So do we need to go live?
What can we say? As of Influence was started in 2009. We are an etiquette, social protocol, professional development company.
That's what we heard before.
Yeah.
Well,
It sounds
They couldn't
pretty
hear it.
Sounds muggy.
like muggy. They can't hear it on the other end. We can hear it.
Oh,
clearly,
well,
but
that would be good for her.
This is everybody.
Right.
All of
I mean, I don't see any,
It's tinny sound. Is it because it's coming through our speaker? Because we're sharing our screen?
we are sharing the screen, correct? So they'll be able to listen to everything that presentation is showing. So I'm not sure how they're receiving it. I'm not sure how they're
None of
receiving it.
them are
But
here.
we're having no issues with the PC itself. Or the link.
That's not, yeah. And see, the problem is the sound coming out to them. Because when we share our screen, normally it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you hear everything.
Unless
can see
everyone
it,
can mute
but-
themselves.
Yeah, everybody was muted and it still was tinny sounding or nothing.
is
Yeah, it's gonna have to be some troubleshooting for that.
on the Zoom side though, is there a way you can make the sound clearer? Any?
Well, Zoom is when you just go ahead and do a presentation, you're sharing your screen, it pretty much outputs
What's on that screen?
what's on this,
Yeah.
what's on
But
the
is there a way
sound,
to make
yeah,
it quality?
on,
more
on that video on YouTube.
So the sound on the video is good. It's just when it
When it projects out to them. Yeah, that's something I don't believe anything that we can control on our end.
okay. All right. So then how would you?
Yeah, and this will be a first for me.
Right, it's a new one for all of us.
Yeah.
Many of us have
Yes.
never done that.
This conversation is coming. We can hear.
Thanks.
What can we say? As of Influence was started in 2000. Professional development company. Do most of
Yeah, just stop that.
She's not muted.
We're still not muted.
I just unmuted.
He just unmuted.
Gentlemen, what do you think?
Well, given the situation with last year when we spent all of this time going through and breaking down the amounts that were distributed, and then that was only superseded by our previous staff, previous city manager. Honestly,
I'm sorry, Melton, you dropped off. You blanked out.
yeah, I don't know if we're like just wasting time or what, but you know, I don't know if you all recall last year the amount of time we spent in. And then ultimately, at the end of the day, it all just went back to the staff's recommendations. So a lot of wasted time, and I just don't. At this point, I don't know. I watched all the videos, so I'm actually ready to just vote. So I want. It's up to you all, though. It's. But I don't think that we're doing our city a service, operating this way, especially when we're handing out funds. It doesn't seem as though we as a city are using our funds if we can't even get a Zoom meeting straight properly.
Well, this is a go-to meeting. So
Go to
you know,
Zoom.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, Melton, here's the problem. The problem is that there are people who cannot get on who want to comment from the outside. We have people who have not seen all the videos, and we have one of our board members who has not seen any of them. So I think that in all fairness to everybody,
Defer to what?
we need to look. We need to look towards the 20th.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
can you all not talk right now because we're on recess and it's actually live?
Okay.
We're trying to get we're trying to get the issue resolved, and we'll come back to you. We've got about 5 more minutes.
It's been over 10 minutes. That's why I started, you know.
Okay, can you just hold on for just a couple minutes here, sir? And then
Okay.
we'll make a decision here if IT can't fix this, okay?
Okie
I
doke.
appreciate it. So everybody be mute, okay, for a few minutes, all right? Thank you so much. Commissioners, we're going to try this one more time. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to reschedule this meeting to the 20th. So let us try it and see what happens. We're going to start it from the beginning. Would you go, please?
Start.
Yeah, please. And let Dunia.
Dunia has to tell you you're not live.
Let's call the meeting back to order before he starts the video to make sure everybody is, that we have quorum. Okay.
We're in.
All right, Marlene, you want to?
Okay, thank you.
Please call the roll.
Please call the roll, Marlene.
Stephanie's going to call the roll.
Okay. Chairman Ernst is excused. Commissioner Howard Tonkin. Commissioner Bob Pichon. Commissioner Michael McDermott.
Present.
He's there though. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Commissioner Melton. Okay. Commissioner Bernadette Pierre. Commissioner Each. Commissioner Edwidge Clark. I only have three.
Edwidge is in.
President Edwidge is in. That's only three.
19.5.
Okay.
They were responding.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. We're going to try this one time, and we'll see how this goes. Otherwise, we're just not going to waste anyone else's time today, and we'll plan to reschedule this for the 20th.
Wow, what can we say?
Please mute your microphones, everyone.
2009. We are an etiquette, social protocol professional development company. We do most of our trainings out of the Ritz-Carlton Lauderdale and the Biltmore Coral Gables. Fast forward to 2016 with Robin Baer, who is now our lead sewing instructor as well as our creative designer. We launched our table linen line. That just seemed to work after training for over a decade on social protocol. We developed our own product, which was our table linen line. Beautiful linens, cotton, silks. It just works. Took the table linen line and said, you know what? We're going to teach people how to sew. You know, we're going to reach into do a social enterprise program and for adults and kids, and we're going to get them a skill. For adults, we're going to give them a trade. And we discovered the City of North Miami Community Development Block Grant. We're so grateful. And it works. You know, it works. For adults, our hope is that one day we're going to be able to only continue to train adults how to sew, but hire them, have a place of employment so that those that have personal challenges that necessarily don't have the normal fit for a conventional type of work setting, they can come and work for us. But in the meantime, we're teaching adults how to sew. We're giving them a skill set, teaching them reading skills, teaching them math skills, because they have to measure the thread, have to measure the fabric. Children, it's just phenomenal. They have a sense of mindfulness, calmness, because we allow them to focus. We give them breathing exercises before they start their techniques. They learn embroidery, they learn hand sewing, stitching, they get introductory lessons for the sewing machine. And we started all at the Church of North Miami, moved it to the North Miami Library, where we picked up a lot more momentum. And then, you know what? COVID-19 hit. We thought it would take us out, and it did. We shifted, put everything online, Zoom, website, everything. And you know what? It works. It continue to work. Avenues of Excellence and our community sewing classes in the City of North Miami. It's beautiful.
My name is Eddie Dalton. I'm the Executive Director of the Expert Resource Community Center located at 610 Northwest 183rd Street. We are an unapproved organization focused on pre-purchase, post-purchase, foreclosure prevention, assistance, and homebuyer education. We have spent 10 years providing services in the city of North Miami with regards to financial literacy, as well as pre-purchase and post workshops. Our workshops are held in English, Spanish, and Creole. We hosted our workshops throughout the city of North Miami.
Folks, what we're going to do is we're going to start over. So you can see the first one since we have the sound, and now you'll have the video. Thank you for your patience.
Wow, what can we say? Avenues of Excellence was started in 2000.
We've lost the sound. We've lost the sound, Debbie.
So an instructor as well as our creative designer, we launched our table linen line. That just seemed to work after training for over a decade on etiquette and social protocol. We developed our own product, which was our table linen line. Beautiful linens, cotton, silks. It just works. Took the table linen social enterprise program, and for adults and for kids, and we're going to get them a skill. For adults, we're going to give them a trade. And we discovered the City of North Miami Community Development Block Grant. We're so grateful. It works. It works. For adults, our hope is that one day we're going to be able to not only continue to train adults how to sew, but hire them. Have a place of employment so that those that have personal challenges that necessarily don't have the normal fit for conventional type of work setting, they can come and work for us. But in the meantime, we're teaching adults how to sew. We're giving them a skill set, teaching them reading skills, teaching them math skills, have to measure the thread, have to measure the fabric. Children, it's just phenomenal. They have a sense of mindfulness, calmness, because we allow them to focus. We give them breathing exercises before they start their sewing. They learn embroidery, they learn hand sewing, stitching. They get introductory lessons for the sewing machine. We started all at the Church of North Miami, moved it to the North Miami Library, where we picked up a lot more momentum. And then, you know what? COVID-19 hit. We thought it was going to take us out, and it didn't. We shifted, put everything online, Zoom, website, everything. And you know what? It works. And it's going to continue to work. Avenues of Excellence and our community sewing classes in the city of North Miami. It's beautiful.
Good evening. My name is Danny Dalton. I'm the Executive Director of the Experts Resource Community Center located at 610 Northwest 183rd Street. We are a HUD-approved organization focused on pre-purchase, post-purchase, foreclosure prevention, down payment assistance.
This isn't working for me.
Yeah, we've lost the sound again. Yes, we've lost the sound again, staff.
Staff has to keep their sound on in order for us to hear the video. Has to keep your microphone on.
For parents and to experience challenges with their income. There has been an influx of 192 foreclosures in the city of Miami, city of North Miami. Our organization is prepared. We have provided all the trainings necessary to assist these individuals in stabilizing home ownership, as well as continuing our homebuyer education workshops. We have transitioned our workshops to provide the workshops in Zoom platform, which we have consistently had done over the last 4 months. We're looking for your assistance as we attempt to continue our services, assisting the residents of the city of North Miami. Thank you.
How you doing? My name is Juan Russell. I'm the co-founder of the Russell Education Foundation. My mother and I, over 20 years ago, founded this foundation to help families like ours. My mother was a single mother with 5 boys, and every single day she would get us off to school. She would work, pick us up, take us to football practice. And while we were at football practice, she would make. And then she would pick us up from football practice, bring us home, serve us dinner, and somewhere around 10, 11 o'clock, we always realized that no one had done their homework or studied or read a book. And while my mom and I were sitting at a kitchen table, we said, I bet there's a lot of families just like us. Families who are just trying to make ends meet and put food on the table, and they needed help again. So we started an organization to make sure that kids had the resources they need to be successful. So we noticed that kids were not efficient at reading. And we knew that if we could teach the child how to read, that they could be successful in everything that they did. There's a statistic that says that there's an 83% that if a child is not reading at a proficient level by 3rd grade, that they will not graduate from high school. Think about it. Not graduating from high school, that would derail their opportunity. You can't go to a vocational, they can't go to college, and that really limits.
Are you able to hear this at all?
A little bit. It's sort of sketchy.
Okay.
But there's no video.
There's no video.
Yeah, I think rather than
video,
Gary and
I think we're going to go. Yeah.
I think rather than continuing to play with this, I think we need to move to the 20th and hopefully get everything squared away by then, so that we can have proper video together with sound, and so the people who have said they can't get online can get online. So I think council, council, you agree with that?
I don't have an objection, and I think the appropriate motion would be to continue to a date and time certain.
Yes, and then we don't have to re-advertise.
Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to continue this meeting.
Yeah, let's confirm with staff that all of that is okay.
All right, Debbie said that the 20th was okay from the staff end.
Well, Marie, is that works for you? Marie,
Hold on. When would you reconvene?
the 20th?
Virtually, and the 20th at 2:00.
Now
Now we're gonna have the resolution and the staff report. Then can we do it a little bit earlier than that, so staff can work with legal to get the staff report and resolution revised? This is why it has been rescheduled for the 27th.
Yeah, I'm not in town, I'm not around until so
Debbie, I don't think we heard you.
I am not available until the
Well, Marie-
15th again. after today?
Yeah, Marie, if we meet on the 20th, that gives you over a week to get with staff. That's not sufficient time?
It's sufficient time on legal's end. We would be able to make publication if we were to meet on the 20th. It would be a short turnaround, but it could be done. We would be able to work with.
Okay, so if Debbie's not available to the 20th and everybody's available for the 20th, let's do the 20th at 2:00, unless anybody has any objections. That would be the motion.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, does anybody want to second that motion?
I'll second it. That's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Who made
Okay.
the first motion, please?
Who made the motion?
I made the motion, and I believe Melton seconded it, I believe.
Bob Bashan.
Oh, Bob Bouchon, okay. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Okay, the motion carries unanimously, so we will be back on are rescheduled to the 20th at 2 p.m.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Gary.
I have a request of staff to resend out the links to all the videos to the board members so that they will have, again, an opportunity, and Mr. Pashan would have an opportunity to watch that beforehand.
We're not going to send you the YouTube. We'll send you.
Okay, and if you're doing a renotice, maybe you can attach a link to that YouTube in the renotice.
And that would be Marie having to put together a notice.
Did you hear, Marie, that we would attach a link to the YouTube video so that the public can see the videos?
Yes, it is public now, so it's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marie.
Thank you.
Okay, with that said, and having no old or new business to come before us, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Okay, second. Okay,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, all right, so we'll see everyone on the 20th. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marie. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Stephanie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.